October 3rd, 1849, Baltimore, Maryland. A printer named Joseph Walker finds a man slumped outside a tavern called Gunner's Hall, dressed in clothes that are not his own. The man is barely conscious, unable to explain how he got there. Walker recognizes him. It is Edgar Allan Poe, one of the most famous writers in America. Poe should be in Philadelphia, on his way to New York. But instead, he is here, disoriented, wearing a shabby coat and a straw hat that do not match the fine clothing he left home in days earlier. Walker sends a note to a local doctor, John Snodgrass, asking for help. Poe is carried to Washington College Hospital, drifting in and out of consciousness, unable to say where he has been for the past 5 days.
Doctors describe him as delirious, sweating, talking to phantoms on the wall. He never regains enough clarity to explain what happened. What nobody knew was that Gunner's Hall was serving as a polling place that day, and Baltimore in 1849 was infamous for a practice called cooping, where gangs kidnapped men, drugged them, and forced them to vote multiple times under different disguises before beating or abandoning them. Some believe Poe was a victim of exactly this scheme, moved from precinct to precinct in stolen clothes. Others point to his history of illness and heavy drinking, suggesting a seizure, a brain lesion, or complications from an existing condition. For 4 days, Poe drifts in the hospital, at times calling out a name, Reynolds, that no one can identify. No friend by that name is ever found. No explanation for the word is ever confirmed. On October 7th, 1849, Edgar Allan Poe dies. His attending physician writes the cause simply as congestion of the brain, a term vague enough to mean almost anything in that era.
Then comes the detail that erases nearly every clue. All of Poe's original medical records and hospital paperwork are later lost. And to make matters worse, his personal papers are destroyed by his own literary executor, a man who despised him and rewrote his reputation for decades afterward. No autopsy is performed, no toxicology exists. Rumors spread of rabies, of poisoning, of a heart condition, of the Cooping gangs, each theory as unprovable as the last. Historians and doctors have spent over a century and a half proposing new explanations, and none of them can be confirmed. The city that swallowed Poe's final days never explained where he was or why. Baltimore never explained his last 5 days.